Good morning, everybody. So what, Decop? Buenos dias. Let's wait a couple seconds. Wait for a few people to come in. That way I don't feel like I'm talking to myself, even though I'm just talking to a phone. All right. Ah, man. Two days now, I got a headache. Anyway, fortunately, it is a beautiful day out again. Another beautiful day. 85 degrees, feels like 90. 10% chance of rain, 56% humidity. Let's see if I can remember everything here. 2 mile an hour winds. Good morning, Tony. And the air quality is 68, which is moderate, which is okay. And the Thai baht is horrible for people like me, for foreigners. 29.77 the last time I looked. And oh, good morning, Mr. Gallagher. Thank you very much, Choke D. Good luck for you all day. Yeah. What was I going to say here? Oh, Tony. Hey, oh, all right. We're starting out good here. Sup. You must have been watching Night at the Roxbury. What's up? I don't know if you've ever seen that movie, but that movie. That is a funny movie. What's up? Anyway, it looks beautiful. This has been a list of currency manipulation. Oh, did they? That's good to know. I mean, because I didn't see that. But if the trend continues, forget about it. Forget this place, because the whole thing about this place is the value. That's always been what the main drawing point has been. It's the value for the dollar. Now, I'm not saying that you still can't get a value for your dollar. You can't get. I'm not saying you can't get value for your dollar. You can. However, just think about it this way. A couple of months ago, it was 30, 32, 33 to the dollar. You transfer $1,000, you're getting 33,000 baht. Now you transfer the same money, you're getting 29,770. So you're losing a little over 2,000 or 3,000 baht. That's a lot of money. Really. 3,000 baht, that's cable, that's internet, for some people. That's gas in a car for a month, that might be an insurance payment. So that's a lot. And that's a hell of a hit. And then when you got guys who are coming over on a fixed income, maybe their pension is $1,500 or something like that. It's even more when you're trying to cover 800. Yeah, that's what I mean. And so, this is what they want. And so, if they're now on a list of currency manipulators, it doesn't surprise me one bit, because I never have understood how come the baht is so strong. Now, right now, the U.S. is in turmoil, and Thailand is fairly stable with the COVID, and they're gonna have to. I hate to say it this way. They're gonna have to buck up, Buttercup, because in the next couple of months, if they don't do something, this place is gonna start really feeling it. They already feel it, but what I mean is this place is gonna start falling apart. There's gonna be things that are. Once they go away, it's gonna be miserable to get it to come back. All right, what's this that you wrote in here? And it's writing here. Is it because baht strengthening or dollar? I think it's mainly because of the dollar, but also because of the strength of Thailand right now, the perceived strength. The U.S. on Wednesday added India along with Taiwan and Thailand to monitoring list of. There you go. Let's find the girl, get married, and it's 400,000. But is there value in that? Listen, I had a little chat with the barista today. Today we got tea and beer. Very interesting to talk to them. Both of them say they are not interested in having boyfriends or anything like that. And they're like, a lot of our friends are the same way. And I'll tell you what, my kids are the same way. They don't want girlfriends. They're like, I just want to stay single. So, that tells you something. And some of it is, some of it definitely has to do with money. You earn your own money. What do you want somebody else telling you what to do? Now, two can be stronger than one. But, it depends on, do you have that connection or not? That's always what it is. Can you get along with the person? So, hell no, I'd rather live in a box. Yes, I did say barista. And today's going to be a laid-back stream. And the reason I say laid-back is because, like I said, man, I don't know what it is. I got like a migraine headache for the last 2 days. And yesterday when I went to that, what the hell's the name of it? The Rap God? Please, I don't want to go back again, ever again. I've just had enough of that place. I don't think a quesadilla is going to be any better. I don't think a burger is going to be any better. I think, honestly, in my opinion, just my opinion, that place is probably the worst food. I don't know if it's the worst food I've ever had in Thailand, but it's the worst food that I can remember. And it's certainly the worst fast food I've ever had here. I've never had worse fast food here. But getting back to the exchange rate, you got Aussies, you got Brits. They're dying now because they're on a pension, and that pension isn't going nearly as far anymore. And they're like going, hey, you know what? I just tightened my belt buckle a little bit here, and I live with my wife, my brother, whoever, there, and they're fine. It's worse than that, yes. And that was pretty bad. The Hard Rock Burger, I forgot about that, but yes, this was worse. Both days were worse. Now, I'm going to bring something up because it relates to the exchange. You got this food that I ate. Yesterday it was like $6.70. The day that I ate on the weekend or whatever, the time before that I had the wrap, I had the set, and it was $7. $7 freaking dollars. Yesterday all I had was fries and a taco. Fries and a taco, and that was almost $7. I didn't even have a drink. Fries and a taco, almost $7 here. I don't know if I'm gonna do that because, I ordered a bunch of Nepalese food dinner. Oh, that's good. I like Nepalese food. This morning for breakfast, I have to say, I told myself after the shit that I ate yesterday, I gotta go back. The reason I'm here again is I'm going back to the grocery again today because I want to get some food, some healthy food that goes along the lines of this Blue Zone diet, which is not a particular diet. It's like a Mediterranean type diet. But, we haven't been buying butter in our house. We haven't been using butter. And what I've been using is olive oil. So today I toasted some very good whole wheat bread, threw a couple slices of tomato on it, drizzled some extra virgin olive oil on it. Boom, breakfast. I'll take that. I'll take that over the Rap God any day. So the Rap God was a little bit expensive. Then yesterday I had to buy a couple of notebooks, writing pads. They're like spiral bound notebooks. I go in there, I find one, it's 50 pages, okay? The fucking thing was $6. It was 180 baht. I go, I'm gonna pay $6 for a 50-page writing pad? What the fuck? I mean, there are cheaper ones out there, but they were pieces of shit, with like little flowers and, I don't know what else, little kitty cats and all kinds of shit. They have the real cheap ones. But, like the dirt cheap ones that are, if you get them wet, that's it, they're done, they'll fall apart. These were, they were spiral bound notebooks or whatever. I found a little pack that was hidden, and they were 80 baht each, and I bought 3 of them. So 240, that's about $8 for 3 notepads, which is a little over $2.50 a pop. Now, I know some of these are being manufactured in China. They're coming from China. They had notebooks that were mirror images of Moleskine notebooks. Moleskine notebooks are, $15 here. $15, $30, depending on the size. This copy, and it was like a Ji Leon or something like that, notebook brand. That's when I went, fuck this, and threw it back down. But I did look at the price, and I was like, you gotta be kidding, it was $5. And it was, it was like a little, it was like this, it was about 100 pages, but it was like 6x4 or something like that. I'm like, the fuck? I'm not gonna contribute to China, knowingly, so threw it back on the shelf. But this is what I mean. It's not as cheap as you think, and the exchange rate's just gonna make things even more difficult. And let me tell you something, I'm holding on to more money in the U.S. I'm waiting to see, hey, is the baht gonna continue to get stronger, or what's gonna happen? Because I don't want to I never have liked transferring any money when it was under 30. If it's 31.5, okay, fine. I don't know what it is. It's that barrier. It's a psychological barrier. It's like you pay $29.95 instead of paying $30.50. By the way, today I got to give a big shout out to Mr. Michael, Mr. Philip, and Mr. Longhorns. Thank you very much for your continued patronage, for your viewing, and for everything else. Don't forget to click thumbs up, all that stuff. Thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. If you're already subscribed, thank you. And everything else is in the description. I'm not going to get into it today. We're talking about money. And it pains me to think that I'm actually thinking, what's going to happen if the dollar falls to 25 baht if it falls to 25 to the dollar, if the baht strengthens to 25 to the dollar? That's what it used to be. It used to be pegged right at 25. Why don't they just peg it at 30 and leave it there? Try to do that. Because if they're going to manipulate it, they need to make it a little bit stronger because they're going to suffer. First time I was in Thailand, I was 25. And I was here when it was, I don't know if it was 55, but it was at that time. It was like 54.6 or 55.4 or something like that. So I've had the best of both worlds, and I can tell you, I'll take the 54 or 55 over 25 any day, So that's another reason for the rising prices here. Their exports, they suffer. Thais will love it though for travel. They'll love it. Yeah, okay. I guess if you really think so, they're gonna love it for the travel. They'll love it to travel, but they're not gonna love it for their tourists. And considering all the money that comes in because of the tourists, I think that, and considering that we're talking about a time where it's very difficult to travel, and Thais don't always have an easy time of traveling aside from in Southeast Asia. I think the strength of the baht, if it's too strong, it hurts the Thais more than it helps them. They care more about their tourism than they do about their ability to travel, especially right now. I guarantee you that. Tourism will go by, man. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying, Longhorns. This is the final nail. If they don't get it together, forget about it. Forget about it. Hello, Mr. Benny. You'll have more tourists with 55. Yeah, of course, because it's a better value. The whole thing about Thailand. Listen, you come here, like anywhere else, you're gonna buy a bunch of Chinese garbage, but the quality of stuff here, you can find it. But if you're buying quality stuff, let's say you go buy a Italian coffee maker. That Italian coffee maker is going to be more expensive here, in most cases, than in the United States. So, if you want quality, guess what? It's going to cost you more here. Well, then where's the value? If all you want to do is eat Thai street food and live in a bungalow, for 2 weeks, sure, you can make it worthwhile. But what I'm saying is for people, especially for, here you go, Gennaro, especially for people who are expats, it's not going to be as enticing. Now you got the whole A team. The A team is here. My value is shopping at IKEA in Bangkok. Yeah, everybody hopes to come here as soon as they can. There's a lot of people that tell me that all the time. Oh, I'm going to be going next year. I'm going to be there. At this point, I would say, just take it day by day and see what happens. I think 2021, as long as the vaccine works out and they do away with the quarantine here, if they can keep it somewhere close to 30, I think they'll be all right. I think they're all doing their own thing. They hide out, They work, they hide out, they work, they hide out. Yeah, shoulda, woulda, coulda. you know, what should be and what is, not to sound too esoterical, but that's just not how it works. Go Hooter bar if want. The Hooters is like an hour away by boat. It's a pain in the ass to get there just because of all the people. If I take a taxi, it's an hour and a half. It's an hour and a half to get back. All so that I can go and, YouTube won't pay any advertising because they're going to be playing music there. And then you get to see, at this time, you get to see like one girl. And if she's like the one before, okay, she's all right. Dre, I've been meaning to write you. I'm wondering if maybe next week you want to meet sometime before Christmas, if possible. Monday or Tuesday. I got to see where I'm going to be. If I'm going anywhere or anything for a day or so. Yeah, I'll send you a message. But with family there, a choice isn't there. Travel is cheap. Travel and accommodation. My wife wants to go to Chiang Mai for the weekend, and she wants to look around. And I said to her, you got a hotel picked out now. She goes, I'm not worried about the hotel. She just wants to fly up there. So I may go with her. I don't know. But, I don't particularly like, depends on where she's going, what area. I don't like hanging out in the city there. I'm just waiting to get the vaccine. I'm booking my trip. It'll be free here. That'll be enough. Enough to be able to opt out. Well, hopefully they'll have that option, and you'll get here before it's like 15 baht to the dollar. I miss Thailand. Your wife is here? Why don't you bring her there? Oh, wow. Yeah, that would suck. Yeah, like I care about the night bazaar in Chiang Mai. I'm not a tourist, you know what I mean? Like, I've been there too many times. It's the same old shit that you can see everywhere else. If I go, if I'm going because of her, and also because, she wants to look around at some houses and stuff, so. But, I've already said it a million times. I do miss the oldest. Love her much. Well, if you're going to get married, there should be some love there, for sure. And it's M-A-I, not M-E-I. The weather is generally better aside from the burning season. If you get out a little ways, then it's okay. I like it. I once went to a fighter's house. He's an old fighter. In fact, he was champion in 1967 through about 71. I think he held 2 championships. He was the flyweight champion of the world. His name is Chachai Chionoi. And I didn't know him. And I just contacted him and I think I talked to his son or something. And they said, hey, why don't you come up here? I said, oh, okay. So I went up there. And I stayed with them for like 4 or 5 days. They met me at the train station, and I stayed with them. And they had a house out a ways from the city. It took like an hour. It was like an hour away from the city, 45 minutes, something like that. And they had like a stream on their property and this huge piece of land. I mean, it was really nice. It was very nice, and that was nice. But you know, when you're talking about like the city, when you're talking about Pattaya, Phuket, Chiang Mai, Chiang Rai, you know, Koh Samui, Koh Samet, Koh Chang. Right now's a good time to be in these places, but once the tourists start coming back, it's a freaking tourist zone. I've been there 100 times. I have no joy from it, you know. I want to spread the joy through the screen. Going to Bangkok was joyful. Going to Nakhon Phanom was joyful. Going to Hong Kong was joyful. Going to Vietnam was joyful. Going to Rap God was not joyful. Coming to Starbucks can be joyful at times. Hotels are cheap now in Thailand with all the deals. They're always cheap, man. You can always find a good deal here. That's the other thing. Yes, they are cheap by, you know, most standards, but you can almost always find a deal here. You know, it might take you a little while, but you can almost always find a deal. What? Those people might be starving without tourists. I mean, you know, there's a. Have you visited Pat Pong recently? No. You know, I don't go there anymore. Almost never do I go there. Going to new places and seeing new cultures is always joyful. Yes, as opposed to going to the same place for the 50th fucking time. You know what I mean? You can have pretty women binge. You mean bitch? Yeah, you can. And then, listen, they all bitch at some point, and so do the men. But I mean, you know, listen, you know, it's the way it goes. Love finding 5-star hotel dinner vouchers and eat good for cheap. Well, I gotta say, the biggest coup that my old lady has ever pulled off was going to that Kokut, that resort. They always want to sit near me. I don't understand why. Look at this. Wait a minute. The whole fucking place is empty. You gotta sit next to me. Fucking story of my life. I get no respect. That was the coup of a lifetime, that Kokut. Expensive resort, very nice inside. And you know, listen, my kids have stayed with me and my wife in, what was the name of that little place in Prachuap? Maggie's guest house. That little place is a cheap place. Now, if it was just me, I'd be like, no problem. You know, it's like 200-300 baht for like a big room. It's fine. But we were in a pinch one night, and you know, we didn't know where to stay. And I was like, well, let's just go to that place. You know, I stayed there before. My wife was like, oh. Then we went there, and actually, we had a great time. We had New Year's there with my kids. It was fantastic because there was all these foreigners there. We were all cooking. Everybody cooked up a little something, and we all sat around eating, you know, shrimp and fish and pork, and it was awesome for New Year's Eve. So they've been to a place like that. It's, you know, 200-300 baht a night, and they've been to places like Kokut, which I think that Bird's Nest was something like $500 for the night, and that was comped. And, you know, I was like, man, it's all right. I'll take it. You know, the view alone was spectacular, but you know, those kind of things don't happen all that often. I've had a few things happen like that, like going to Moscow and we were running late for the flight, and they said, "Oh, we don't have room for your luggage. You can go upstairs and go first class." Stuff like that. Once in a great while that happens. You get lucky. All right, let me see what's else is here. What festum libations will you be having for Christmas? Tequila or whiskey? I don't drink whiskey very often. I can't even remember the last time I've had whiskey. Scott, you rave one Mary? What? I don't understand. You have one Mary? I don't understand. Eggnog. I like eggnog. I think I'll have some hot cider. I don't know. I don't feel the need to drink just because it's Christmas. Maybe I got a headache because I had a glass of wine last night. I've been married forever. And it's funny, when I don't know. I know that some of them will drink tequila. But I think they're just like most Thais. They drink their whiskey and stuff like that. Yeah. They keep saying to me, do we get a Christmas present? I'm like, what about me? Do I get one? This is Thai women. Gennaro. I have no idea what Dickens cider is, and I'm sure she doesn't either. I can guarantee you she doesn't have a freaking clue what even cider is. You're killing me, man. You're killing me. I asked them today, can't you change the music? She said, no. We get one CD or whatever of music per month, and we have to play that all month. I'm like, great. So, how much extra does it cost them? It was fine, actually. No problems, actually. None at all. I was surprised. But man, that was bad. That food was bad. It was just bad. And again, for the exchange rate. If that had been $1.50 for the fries and say $1.50 for the taco, that would have been $3. That would have been, let's say it would have been 100 baht. But they charged, I think it was 179 baht. So, they're like marking that shit up because it's in the mall or because they're trying to make money, and it just ain't worth it. I thought about, hey, I got to get me a George Foreman grill, and get a George Foreman grill, throw my kids out in the front of the house, get some good burger meat, figure out how many burgers you get out of a pack and how much everything costs. I'll let them start selling burgers, man. They'll make the George Foreman burger. I bet you they would make money. I can see them out there, sitting out there making the burgers. Oh, God. I don't know, maybe. What the hell did I have for dinner last night? Oh, I had a nice piece of pork steak. Definitely not on the Mediterranean diet. Oh, really? Wow. I used to have one. And man, I used to love it. We got a little barbecue outside. Yeah, I never understand why people do things like why, yesterday one of the members came on and said she lost her job. She got laid off. Why do they do that right around Christmas? Do it after Christmas, like can't you wait an extra month? Have a little kindness. USA drinks a lot of beer. Shit, they drink a lot of, man, people drink beer all over the world. That's the thing. Beer used to be the way to go. Ale, Listen, I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem drinking ale instead of water. At least you get some nutrients out of it, Tell you what, I still want a freaking Guinness, man. That's what I gotta do is go have a Guinness. Maybe that's what I can do during a stream. I'll go like at 11 o'clock or something, and I'll have a Guinness for breakfast. Guinness and an egg. You can get them in the South, but that's the guy Steve who comes in here once in a while. He does that. Thank you, Mr. Richard. Thank you. Chokdi. Good luck for you. I'll bet Prayo with Dickens cider. Gennaro, why don't you just come over here, go get beer? What beer? I can't get any Guinness. I do know one thing, and maybe I should do that. Across the street, I was surprised because at Tesco Lotus, they had a particular beer I wanted. Now, here in the mall, they had a keg of this Oranjeboom, which was something like orange flower or whatever in the Netherlands, in Dutch. I love that beer. That beer brings back memories. But I didn't, I was too cheap or broke to buy a keg of the beer. It was like 2,000 baht it was like a mini keg. Then when I went over to Tesco Lotus across the street, they had like a 6-pack, and I was like, and I didn't buy it because I was there and I was in a hurry, and I wanted oatmeal or something, because the mall, in Fresh Mart, they ran out of oatmeal, and then my wife comes home and she goes, well, they got oatmeal again. I go, I just went this afternoon. I didn't see it. Yeah, they moved it. They're constantly moving their shit around. I don't get it. It's like they think that all they do is piss me off when they do that. I want to go, hey, oatmeal is on aisle 2. It costs 75 baht. I'm going there right now. I don't want to have to go. It was on aisle 2 yesterday. Oh, now it's on 3. Oh, no, they moved it to 4. And they're moving it tomorrow to aisle 5. That's what they do. Put beer in a big coffee cup. I don't know if she'll fit. They're all wearing their masks now. They must have been mandated to do that. God damn. No, I disagree. I think Oranjeboom is very good. Thank you very much, Mr. Andy Chokdi. Good luck for you. Starbucks ought to pay me for sitting through this freaking music every day. Although tomorrow I won't be here. Sunday I won't be here. I don't know about Monday, but maybe Monday or Tuesday. Maybe I'll meet Mr. Dre. I don't know. Maybe it's not flowery notes. It's not, believe me. It's a good beer. Let's see, Christmas is on next Friday? So Wednesday or Thursday I may go somewhere. I don't know. Just in Bangkok. Depends on if I go anywhere this weekend. So I'll have to talk to the wife. She's a little busy today, like always. It's her middle name. She's busier than I am. fucking music's driving me crazy. This particular song, Beck's. Oh yeah, I used to drink Beck's. Just go? Go where? Where am I gonna go? The Tesco's not open yet, I don't believe. What time is it? No, it's not open yet. Can't go to Tesco. Abby, what? Abby Wares? Abby Wares? AB. You're losing me. Asahi is good, yes. I like Asahi. I had an Asahi with Jono a couple months ago. We ate in this Japanese joint near his place that he really likes. And yeah, he drank like 3 and I drank like 1. He drank like 2 or 3 to my 1. Yeah, Asahi's good beer. I like that. I like San Miguel. Not San Miguel Light. Although, you know, again, with the Oranjeboom is hardcore. Oranjeboom is light, man. I don't know what you're talking about. Seriously, we're talking about 2 different beers. Because Oranjeboom is a light beer. It's like a lager or something. I don't know. But it's light. It's not real heavy. And it doesn't kick your ass real quickly. If one of the baristas asked you to their house, would you go? No. That music is very annoying. And I'm like, yeah, exactly. If they asked me to, she's wearing a different jacket today. What's going on? No bad girl jacket. No, I wouldn't. And if I was to ever do anything like that, it would be with my wife. And I can guarantee you my wife would not want to go. She wouldn't want to go. No way in hell. My wife would be like, why the hell do I want to go? I can stay at home. Why do we need to go to somebody else's house that we barely know? Now, I will say that at least, you know, maybe the reason they give this music to Starbucks and they don't change the CDs, change the music, is that they learn the songs, because all of them, I was like, what are your favorite Christmas songs? We Wish You a Merry Christmas, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and I said, do you know Frosty the Snowman? And the next thing I know, Beer started singing Frosty the Snowman. I'm like, so I guess it does do something. Nah, listen. After a while, you learn. Yeah, they're fun. You know, they can be fun. But there are other things in life. And if you have one, you know, the more you have, as they say here, the more you have, the more women, the more problems. One woman, one set of problems. 2 women, 2 sets of problems. Actually, the girls asked me, oh, you know, do you mess around? I was like, nope, don't do that. And they weren't asking because they wanted to. They were just asking, they were curious, you know, because I asked them what the deal was with them. Listen, you know, I mean, I've been with her for 21 years. I don't want to go anywhere, you know. I'm fucking old now, man. I'm old now, really, you know. It's nice to, you know, look at them and, you know, smile and talk to them and stuff. Okay, that's, yeah. But, like, at the end of the day, like, I just get irritated. You know, if my wife, who knows me, and I get along with 90% of the time, 95% of the time, if I get irritated with her, believe me, I would get irritated, and I know myself. Why are you asking me all these questions? No, I haven't. Another Starbucks person? Oh no, she's not Starbucks. It's the last fucking thing I want to think about. I think about, you know what I think about? I think about, what happens if something happens to me? Are they going to be okay? Which they will be. I think about my kids' future. I think about, my future, my future with my wife. Those are the things I think about. I don't, listen, hot chicks are a dime a dozen. And here in Thailand, if you want one bad enough, you pay a little money, do your business, and you get on down the road. That's the thing. I sowed my oats when I was younger. More than the average guy, 10 times over. However, that all might change for guys. Getting back to the exchange rate, you may find that having is not so pleasing a thing after all as wanting. Yeah, what is it? It's the chase. Once you catch them, then what? There's a lot of nice women here. There's, women for whatever you want. That's the beauty of it. You want a little fun? You can have that. You want to pay as you go? You can have that. You want to have a friend with benefit? You can have that. Wasn't you hunt, we cook? Huh? Catch and release, you hunt, we cook. Listen, I talk enough on my streams, and it's listen, you talk to people, all kinds of people. Sometimes it's interesting, sometimes it's sometimes it's quick. Yeah, okay. I understand, And the whole thing is, if you're gonna run around, then why get married? And you forget that something else is that I got two boys, I got two, and they're growing up, and I don't want to be that kind of a person. I never really have, The hunt is great, but at a time when, or as John likes to say, the juice is not always worth the squeeze. This thing, I don't know what fucking thing. This thing used to move really smoothly. I'm gonna have to use a little sewing oil in there. Anyway, getting back to the exchange rate. Be interesting to see, what happens if the quarantine, they let go of the quarantine, and no, I don't think so. And the bot gets stronger. No quarantine, but the bot gets stronger. It's still not as much of a value. And, when you come close to paying as much as back home or whatever, okay, now it becomes a different sort of destination, which is actually what the Thais want. They want that to be this, they don't want this to be a budget destination. They don't want that. They want this to be a higher end money destination. Now, I don't know why they don't. Well, I do know why, but I don't. But part of me still doesn't. Why don't they, like open a couple of casinos, like Singapore, and really, really regulate it very, very tightly, just like Singapore. The reason is because the Thais like to gamble, and they know that. It's only, what, a week before Christmas now? 1 week? So hopefully everybody's having as good of a holiday as they can, considering what's going on, and hopefully 2021 will be better than 2020. Hawaii? Good luck with that, Gennaro. Not a cheap place. I think there are better places. Talking about shutting the borders again. What the fuck is isolating? Yeah, what's funny is that I read here that there was something like 67 people that died on the road here recently, just like last weekend in the long weekend. And I'm like, 67 people died in a long weekend on the road, and yet you got 60 people dying from the coronavirus, and they won't open the borders. I don't get that. And to the guy, what is this? 20 cases if it's great if you can make 100K a year if you're single. Yeah, okay. You're gone, dickhead. Fucking stupid questions. Listen, we ain't got to make this personal. It doesn't have to be personal questions about me. I don't have a problem with being bald. I am what I am. So no, in answer to your question, dickhead, fuckface. No, I never ever considered implants, and I never will. I'm not one of those kind of guys. I'm not going to get a boob job. I'm not going to, it's not going to happen. I'm not going to get an ass implant, pec implant. It's never going to happen. It's not me. I'm not that vain. This is me. Love me or hate me, it's me. And by the way, hair implants in Thailand with the current exchange rate would be more expensive than in the United States. I'm saying that jokingly, but there's always a dickhead that comes into the chat that's got some fucking stupid comment, stupid question. Thank you again, Mr. Richard. Thank you very much. Listen, I told my wife, I said, listen, we go to Florida and live around where, in southern Florida, South Miami. The job, let's get a beer. I can't get a beer right now. It's too early. They're not going to let me have a beer here. And I don't want a beer, be honest, because I got shit to do this afternoon. And I may end up going to Chiang Mai. I don't know. I'd have a beer tonight. That's okay. But I got a freaking headache. But what was I going to say? Oh, yeah, in her job is, it's a good job here. She's got a good job. And if she was to be able to transfer and do the same job in the United States, she'd probably make $100,000 to start out a year, $100,000 a year, something like that. 125,000, depends on exactly where she would be located. And but if it was in South Miami, um, you know, 100,000 ain't gonna get you shit. Nothing. You're gonna be poor. Now, if you were a single guy and you were living in a little condo or something that maybe you had managed to sock away enough money and purchase, okay, that's fine. But with a bunch of kids, no. And listen, you know, I've told myself that if my kids want to live here, or they don't want to live here, one way or the other, that's fine. If they live with us, you know, we'll have to work something out. Depends on when, you know, what the situation is, how old they are, blah, blah, blah. Are they saving to get a house? You know, all these kind of things. Maybe a bagel. Yes, maybe a bagel. However, they're not opening for another hour. Lots of tradies are on 150,000 a year. Sparky's on. What are you saying here? I tell you what, a beer might actually take my headache away. Go and have a bagel and a beer. Yeah, but you're in Texas, and the cost of living is a lot lower there. You get more for your money. You know. This music is doing my head in, man. Anyway, if I do go to Chiang Mai, I'm sure I'll stream at least once, maybe twice. Just not sure yet if I'll go. You know, my wife's been saying she wants to go. She wants to go. She was going to go last weekend. She told me she was going to leave tonight after work, and then she said no. The ticket prices are lower on Saturday morning, and I don't know. I'm along for the ride. That's it. You know. You know, I can't even get a bagel in Fresh Mart. I go looking for them. They call a bagel is like an English muffin. But ended up deciding not to. Oh, really? Yeah. I don't know if I'm going to go or not. I don't know if I want to. I don't know how worthwhile it is for me to go there because, you know, I'm just kind of like tagging along. I don't like doing that. It's like shopping with her, you know. It's like going looking for shoes for her. Oh, I want you to come with me. Wife said too much COVID. Yeah, you know what? They're deathly afraid. You know, they are more afraid of the COVID than they are of automobile accidents. You know, listen. If it's my time, it's my time. If I get the COVID and I go, it's the way I look at it. Now, I don't want to pass it on to anybody else. You know, I don't think so, but I don't know. I haven't even looked into it. Just go. It's your job. Yeah. Man. Actually, a beer sounds really good right now, you know that? One beer. Just one beer and a bagel with cream cheese. I'd like to have the bagel with cream cheese first and then go have a beer. It actually really does. You know why? Because you can see I got like a migraine headache or something. I don't know what it is. But I don't feel good. And I don't think it's from the wine because I've had this for 2 days and I've taken medicine. I've taken Tylenol. I've taken Nurofen. Yeah, Rap God gave me a headache. It wouldn't surprise me. I think I need to take like what the hell's that sleeping pill called? Um, what's it called? Valium or what's the other one? Richard, thank you, man. Thank you, Choke D. What the hell's it called? It's not Valium. No, not Ambien. I don't want to get involved with that shit. Melatonin, I still have some left. Xanax. Oh man, you know, I don't ever take that stuff because I don't like sleeping pills, but I've taken some Xanax before. My doctor said to me, do you have problems sleeping? I said, sometimes. He goes, you want a little bit of the Xanax? I said, yeah. At one point I went in and I go, you know what? Now I want some. Give me some. He gave me like 10 of them and they gave me like 5 of them. They last me a year. Sometimes I just want a nice deep sleep. I don't need any, that's the thing, I don't need any medicine. Now I do need to go in and get a full checkup, so but after the checkup I may need some medicine, but I don't know. Anxiety? What anxiety? I have no fucking anxiety. I can't go get a beer, nothing's open, Richard. The mall's not open, I can't go in. I can't just go outside and get a beer, and I'm not gonna go to 7-Eleven and get a beer. I'm very comfortable here. I'm gonna, as soon as this place opens up, what I'm gonna do, actually maybe what I'll do, I don't know how much cash I have here. Yeah, I don't really have enough, but yeah, I want one. Now I want one. I think what I'll do is I'll take a little bit of cash out of the bank, and I'll go to Minato right when they open up. I'll go to Minato. I'll get a couple little pieces of fish, little sushi, and have a nice Asahi beer. I think they have beer there. That would probably sit well with me. I don't want any sake. Fuck. No sake for me. No smoking, no drinking, no dogs in Starbucks. It's too bad there. You know, I'm hungry and I'm thirsty for a beer now. Now all this talk of beer has made me want one. If they open at 10:30, I don't know if they open at 10:30 today. Hang on. They don't open until 11. Heart beer. I think I've had that before. God damn it. I used to like gin tonic. A good gin. I like rum. I like gin. Obviously, I like tequila. And I like vodka. Vodka, like they say it here. Vodka. So now I'm like sitting here. All I'm thinking about is I'm hungry because I had that breakfast. It was just 2 pieces of wheat bread. Very good, nice wheat bread, which is not always easy to find here. Yes, Andy, and I did have a gin on the rocks once in a while. The whole tribe chased me. Get with the program, Gennaro. Here in Thailand, you're going to be drinking whiskey. Hey, listen, my buddy Scott, he has, what does he drink? Sangsong? Or what was the other one? No, I like the Jamaican rum. Being from Miami, I like Jamaican rum. Forget the name. What the hell's the name of that one that I like so much? It's killing me right now. But the consummate professional that I am, I don't know. I don't think that was it. I haven't drank rum in a long time. I like Absolute, I like Stoli. Hey, that's another thing. Listen, you want to buy booze here? You want to buy like hard liquor or wine? Forget about it. You know, you got to pay. That's all. I'm wondering, does anybody know how much Johnny Walker Blue, the Blue Label, how much a bottle of that goes for? I saw some yesterday in the liquor store there. It was a little over $300 and it was about $340 for a bottle. So I don't know what the price is right now because I don't, I almost never buy alcohol. It's a fifth. It's relatively cheap. I think it's under 100. Yeah, well, what's the normal bottle is what, a fifth? You know, like a bottle of wine, a bottle of, Johnny, what the hell is it? Jack Daniels or something like that. What does it come in? How many milliliters is it? I thought it was 500, but maybe it's 750. It's a fifth. Okay. The one I saw yesterday was $340, and I'm not shitting you. $1,000. I don't think it was 1,000 because that's like a liter of milk. I don't know. It could have been. It might have been. I don't know. Whatever it was, looks like a fifth bottle. And yeah, it's just, it's crazy, man. I mean, I noticed that with like tequila, you buy a good bottle of tequila here, man, it's fucking ridiculous. Jose Cuervo Gold is just a really, run-of-the-mill tequila. And here, it's not cheap, You could buy it for dirt. You probably buy it for half the price in the U.S. because of the, taxes and everything. Anyway. I think the quarantine, if they keep this quarantine for another 3-4 months, they keep it going. Or they refuse to allow people in that have the vaccine. They still make them. Oh, thank you very much. Where's your jacket? Pina. My bad girl. Bien Lewa. Osaka. She's washing her jacket. So she just gave me the Bangkok Post. Thank you very much. Thailand eases curbs on travel. Here we go. The government is easing travel restrictions for citizens from 56 countries to boost the country's pandemic-hit tourism industry, though visitors will be required to undergo a mandatory 2-week hotel quarantine. So nothing's different. The only thing that's different is you can extend the normal 30-day visa would be extended to 45, so that way you're still able to get 30 days in the country without a visa. It's a no visa entry. They are discussing reducing the. Still, they're discussing reducing the quarantine time from 15 days to 10 days. And I do see a thing here that says Thailand gets U.S. currency manipulator watch list tag. Thailand is among the countries added to the U.S. Treasury Department's watch list of currency manipulators, according to the Trump administration's final foreign exchange policy report. However, the Bank of Thailand said it does not expect a major impact on foreign trade and investment from being put on the list, or for it to impede its ability to conduct macroeconomic policies to safeguard domestic stability. The BOT said it had conducted a two-way intervention only to ride out volatility and had no intention of using the exchange rate to gain unfair trade and competitive advantages over trading partners, Assistant Governor Chantavan Sucharitakul said in a statement. At this stage, the assessment is not expected to have material impact on Thailand's international trade, as well as the prospects for foreign direct investment into Thailand. The BOT has been in close dialogue with the U.S. administration to foster an understanding of Thailand's macroeconomic and financial conditions, and also reiterated its commitment to exchange rate flexibility. The U.S. Department, for the first time, also named Switzerland and Vietnam as currency manipulators. Meanwhile, the watch list also includes Japan, Korea, Germany, Italy, Singapore, and Malaysia. Say what? I don't have a GI Bill. I have a company with this, I get close. Some detours from moving. Sad thing. He is. I am 42 with comfortable military pension, but not rich enough to buy an elite visa. Well, if you're going to get an elite visa, you better hurry up and get one, because they're talking about changing the price, raising the price. All right, let me see something here. More about the wildlife. 2 orangutans were sent back to Indonesia yesterday, 3 years after they were smuggled into Thailand. That's good. Let's see if I can find these. Okay. Oh, this is great. Stop the jawboning. Government moles pollution crackdown. I'm tired of these types of articles. I lived in Los Angeles for 67 years through the worst smog events in the world in the 60s. The government in LA and California focused on all parts of the problem and reduced them over many years. One of the major factors was setting emission and gas economy standards for car manufacturers, said they are not they could not meet. The fight is still ongoing, and even more stringent fuel and emission requirements with even more stringent fuel and emission requirements for future years. There are many areas to this fight, but none can be accomplished with the lip service politicians and government bureaucrats espouse here. Thailand has many laws that, if constantly enforced, could put the country on a path to reduce the problem. Instead of politicians spending their time jawboning and attacking the youth movement, they could be productive and try to solve real problems. Sadly, I would be shocked if the latter ever happened. Keep your jobs, keep your salary, and keep the masses quiet, as no more is required. I'm not going to talk about that one. That's a no discussion about this next one. It's, anything else about the oh, shit. Well, I think that's it. Exchange rate not a tool. Thailand has no intention of using the exchange rate as a tool to gain an unfair trade advantage and competitiveness over trading partners. To be labeled as a currency manipulator, countries must have at least a 20 billion plus bilateral trade surplus with the U.S., foreign currency intervention exceeding 2% of GDP, and a current account surplus exceeding 2% of the GDP. Anyway. Any way you slice it, the baht gets stronger, I think less tourists are coming. The baht goes up to 30 and change, I think people will stick around, expats will stick around, and tourists will keep coming. But when you figure it all out, and you figure, like, especially from like Americans and Australians and everything, all these places, the UK, it's one thing that you pay the airfare. Okay, listen, airfares are going to be more expensive, at least in the coming year. Once it gets back to normal, hopefully, the prices will at least go back down a little bit. But what it means is it's going to be more expensive for people. And I've been saying this for a long time. Thailand is not the only game in town. There's a lot of other places for people to go. For the UK, there's always, Mallorca, and many other places in Europe that are cheaper than Thailand, or as cheap. Yeah, well, that is the problem. They don't. So, it's like, hey, the price just keeps going up. And I've been saying this for a long time. And when I first started saying, Thailand's not the same, the prices are going up, it's getting more expensive. Oh, but, my price has been the same for 5 years. It's never gone up, Yeah, well, okay, that's great. But then when you start seeing food prices going up 40% or 25%, when you do the math, that's a lot. And so I think it's, there are going to be alternatives to Thailand that are going to start picking up the slack. For the United States, there's always Mexico, there's always There's always Mexico. There's always Costa Rica. There's places Brazil, Ecuador, Argentina. There's all over. There's places all over the Caribbean, Colombia. Yeah, Nicaragua, Panama, Bahamas, Jamaica. Virgin Islands. There's plenty of places for Americans to go. UK, same. Aussies, I don't know where they tend to go, but maybe Bali. There are a lot of, which, that's another reason why I don't like being in the tourist areas. I don't particularly want to be in the tourist areas. And I never have. I didn't come here to be around tourists. It's not that I don't like my own people or anything like that, but I came to Thailand to experience a different culture. That's why I came here. I didn't come here, it's nice, I got friends, okay. I got a little community online. I can talk to people. If I ever got lonely, I'm so lonely. I could just go online, hey guys, what's happening? And I have half a dozen friends here, that are very good friends, and people that come over here once in a while that are good friends. So what the hell do I need to go to tourist places that I've been to, 25 times already? Aussie coal on ships in China not being unloaded because of trade tensions. News today. China has told some cities not to turn on heat. Fuck China. That's all I got to say. Fuck China. What do you think, Moo Moo? Is it Moo Moo or Momo? What is it? I can't see. I'll tell you what. Why don't you ask Gennaro if he'll move to Pakistan? I personally don't want to move to Pakistan. No. I would visit there. I would go there as a tourist, as a photographer, but I wouldn't go there to live. No offense to the place. I just don't want to live there. Just from what I've just seen. I've never been there. I just don't want to. Listen, I'd rather go to some place, in the Caribbean. I'd rather go to some place in Central or South America. I'd rather go to some other place. I'd rather go to Bali and stay there. I mean, Hey, listen, before I forget, please don't forget to leave a thumbs up. We're about the 90-minute mark, which means I still got like 30 minutes. We got 30 minutes to kill here. Thank you very much, Moo Moo. Appreciate that. I couldn't see the Moo Moo. My eyes are that fucking bad now. Are you in Pakistan? I'm just curious. I'll be honest. The whole reason. Oh wow, the thumbs up just jumped way up. The whole reason I wouldn't move to Pakistan is because I believe that whether wrongly or not, there would always be that thought in my head that as an American, I could be a target. And here in Thailand, I don't feel that way. Not yet, at least. I'll tell you where I would like to live, at least temporarily, is Nepal. Listen, I don't believe that. Just listen. The whole thing about Muslims or Muslim countries and all that kind of stuff, and you're always worried and oh my God, it's not safe to go there. I think most of that is just a bunch of bullshit. I think it's pretty easy to go to, say, Pakistan or say some other places in the Middle East. Iran, Iraq. Maybe not right now, but I think you could go there and even Syria, and you could go and you'd be okay. Why would I? I'm not thinking about leaving. I'm going on vacation to Key West. Oh man. Well, Key West is not somewhere that I spent a lot of time. I would just explore all the Keys, man. Go all the way up to Key Largo. Take a drive. Go to Matacumbi Key. Go to Isla Morada. Lots of cool places, man. Go fishing. Go to John Penny Camp. And go snorkeling or scuba diving. There's some fantastic scuba diving there. Do something like that. I mean, I love the place, but I don't know Key West very well at all. I don't know that it would be lame. I forget. Is it Key West that he was in? Let me tell you something. Key West is known as being it's like a San Francisco of the Keys. I don't know how to say that. You know, it's very gay friendly, apparently. Not that there's anything wrong with that. But not a straight place. Well, I mean, listen, the Keys, you know, it's a beautiful area. There's a lot of nice things to see. I don't usually go down there because every time I go with my family. And when I was a kid, I used to go there with my family. So I don't know about it as Kelly McGillis. Well, she's a lesbian. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't even see. It doesn't really matter to me. I mean, you know, do your thing. Hey, if that's what you're into, go for it. If you're not into it, that's fine too. Whatever. My point was, though, that every time I go there, it would be to go fishing. The last time I went to Key Largo, and we went to, we went to this like sea life place or something, you know. And we went to what was it? Snappers. We went and had a nice meal. But we used to go to Isla Morada all the time. We'd go fishing. You know, you charter a boat, you go out, you know, we would go, when I was a little bit younger, we'd go scuba diving in John Penny Camp National Park. That was really good. So there's a lot to do there, but, you know, you might be best served just to take a little drive. You know, it's a beautiful place, man. Listen, if I had the dough and the knowledge, I would probably live in one of the Keys, up in the upper Keys, like Upper Matacumbi Key, Isla Morada. What was the other one? You know, one Lower Matacumbi, something like that. Tom made her a lesbian. Well, the hurricanes are a big thing. Even where my parents live and where I used to live, where I grew up, hurricanes were a big deal. And they're a really big deal now. You know, you always got to worry about, like, you know, having ample food stocks. Do you have water? Do you have a backup generator? Things like that. Do you have a pump to, if you know your house starts flooding, do you have a pump? There's always stuff like that to think about. I mean, you know, and my parents are pretty, you know, window shutters, you know, shutters for the windows so that if something happens, like a tree falls, it's not going to come into the house, or you know, something goes flying, it's not going to fly through your window and kill you. You know. And you know, they've got their act together. My mother and father know what they're doing. They know, they've been through it. They've lived there all their life. I haven't. But the Keys, the thing about the Keys is it's a bit expensive, and you know, I'm sure it can get a bit cliquish. You know, you go into the same places all the time, and everybody knows your name, and you know, I don't know. For some people, that's not something they like. Fucking horrible music. Everybody's out Christmas shopping. They get their Christmas bags. There we go. And you know why? Because I get tired of paying 7 baht or 29 baht or 79 baht every time I go to the grocery store. Oh, I forgot my bag. And you know, you go to the liquor store. I bought a bottle of wine yesterday. You go to the liquor store and they're like, do you have a bag? And I had a bag, but I didn't want to put the wine in there. So all they do is they wrap it up in a piece of paper and they give you the bottle. They don't even put it in a bag. Before they were putting it in a bag that was meant for liquor. Now they're not even doing that. They're like, oh, we don't have any more bags. Sorry, you got to have your own bag. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you. Oh, man. Where's that Asahi at? Start pouring the Asahi beer. I need an Asahi beer. You catch that, Gennaro? No, I will not be going to the Rap God ever again. I don't think I'll have a Sapporo. I like the Asahi. I'll stick with what's... The only thing is I'm trying to get rid of my headache. You know, I'm hoping that'll help. That and some nice... look at this. A Kirin Ichiban. Yeah, that's good too. Never fails. Everybody wants to get inside. And then they let people in from the back. Ah, come on. Headaches are usually to dehydration. Well, that's not true. Did it ever come to your mind to be a monk for a short span? Fuck no. No. I saw it, yes. Why would I become a monk? I'm not even religious. I'm an atheist. I'm an atheist. You think I really want to go stay in a temple? How many days straight can you eat at Rap God? 1. Shit, I ate there yesterday. I don't want to eat there again. I owe it to myself to have something delicious today. By delicious, I mean Asahi. I mean eel. I mean a crab roll. Something like that. Later, Mr. Andy. Later, Kun Andy. Okay, Kun Andy. Bye-bye. เจอกันใหม่คุณแอนดี้ There you go. I'm like, you know what? I've been here too long. I gotta listen to Feliz Navidad for the 400th time this week. Later, he got hit by a car and died in China. Need a sauna? Well, you don't. I don't stop being here. Sweat out the toxins. I don't know what toxins I would have in me right now. I got no fucking toxins in me. Time for a change. Yeah, well, 96 minutes, which means an hour and 36. It means I got about 23 minutes left until you open up. Curious why you prefer Starbucks over other cafes. Has nothing, absolutely nothing to do with internet speed. If you've heard me bitch and moan about the internet speed here, the internet sucks. I'm not on Wi-Fi here. If I had to rely on Wi-Fi here, I wouldn't be able to stream. The streaming would be in and out, and I would be getting pissed off. I'm on the 4G. The thing is this is very convenient to my house, and it's much more comfortable than, say, at Cafe Amazon. There's a couple of coffee shops right down the street from my house, but they're like mom and pop places, and I don't want to be sitting in there streaming. Yeah, I don't know. Once in a while it's okay, but the reason I come here is just because of the comfort. The chairs are much more comfortable. At least Starbucks are open. They've been open for a long time. They were even open during the beginning. I like the blueberry muffin at Starbucks here. And the bathroom smells because homeless people shower in the sinks. Yeah, they don't have any bathrooms in the Starbucks here. Bathrooms are either outside or they're in the mall. So there is none of that. We don't have any of that. The Cafe Amazon, where did I go? Oh, the one the other day. Yeah, it was all right, but you know what? It was easy to get to and all that, but it just, I don't know. It was okay. Not nearly as comfortable as I am right now. And you got to remember, I've been coming here. Here you go. Look at this. Well, I want to get into Starbucks. How do I get into Starbucks? Oh, why can I come into the mall but I can't get into Starbucks? Well, you can, but you got to go outside of the mall. There she goes. See if she comes back in. Dude, we don't talk about that. That's a taboo subject. We don't need to have that. You don't talk about that. I leave all that stuff up to the law enforcement. Simple. There's a lot of people here now. Dude, we don't talk about it, all right? I don't want to talk about it. We don't need to talk about it. This is the last time I'm going to say it. Don't say another word about it. Okay? It's very simple. That's not the kind of thing we talk about in here. We can talk about women. We can talk about problems with women. We can talk about relationships. We can talk about whatever. But, that's it. Dude, you're talking about stuff. We're not talking about this, okay? Let's stick to the currency exchange and things related to currency exchange. What I like and don't like doesn't really matter. It really doesn't. Doesn't matter to you. It really shouldn't matter to you. It doesn't matter to anybody else in this chat, I can guarantee you. So, Are you deaf? I mean, what are you trying to do? Are you the same guy as before? What did I just say? You have hopefully you don't have some comprehension problem. You understand exactly what I meant. I don't feel the need to talk about other channels and everything like that. There's no reason for it. What I think about him is immaterial to his channel. Just as what he thinks about me is immaterial about my channel. I think he's done very well for himself. Jesus fucking Christ. Am I missing something here, guys? Or what? What's the fucking deal? Can't hit 11 o'clock fast enough, let me tell you. No, he doesn't make me mad, but we can't talk about these things. That's it. It's simple. And what I find to be irritating is that you tell somebody something and yet they still want to go on and on and on about the same fucking thing. What place has the best rate? As far as I know, it's the, what the hell's the name of that place? They have one here. God, I haven't used it in so long now. I don't remember the fucking name of it. It's the orange, it's like orange place. They got them all over the place now. It's the same one as, as before. I forget the name of it. Probably Longhorns or somebody else remembers the name of it. Malls open late. They open at 11 o'clock, and they used to be open at 10:30 and 10 o'clock on the weekend. Now they're open at 10:30 on the weekend and 11 o'clock. What the hell is the name of that place? I can't remember. You know, I've been doing a little research on Alzheimer because I used to go to school with this this girl when I was like 9 years old, and I remember because I liked her. I thought she was cute, but I was a little kid. Super rich. Thank you. That's the one. That's generally one of the best, if not the best rate. But anyway, I was looking at this this guy that he used to play for the Washington Senators and the Oakland Athletics. He was a pitcher. His name was Paul Lindblad. And he was a relief pitcher. And yeah, I rarely use them. If I do, it's usually convert to US dollars. For some reason. Anyway, I like this daughter. And I looked up Paul Lindblad and I was surprised. He was only 65 when he passed away, which was, I think, 10, 12 years ago. He passed away from Alzheimer's. I started looking at the symptoms of Alzheimer's and I'm like, got that. I'm like, I hope I don't have Alzheimer's. The onset of Alzheimer's. And sometimes it happens when you have head injuries. And I've had a couple of head injuries. So, it does worry me a little bit. But supposedly if you're cognizant of it, then you probably don't have it, so who knows. Can you suggest some contact who can deal in some ladyboys for less than $10? No, I can't. Fucking, he's a douchebag is what he is. That's all right, they're both gone. Moo Moo and Wall Street are now gone. This is how they are. I probably got 40 thumbs down, which is okay with me. Keep clipping them, clicking them, up or down, whatever. Man, this place is starting to fill up. It's very busy. Anyway, that does kind of, it worries me, especially related to the exchange rate. I'll tell you what does worry me. No, it's not a joke. I guarantee it's not a joke. It's just somebody trying to disrupt the fucking stream. There's the thing is everybody has an arm and a leg. Well, almost everybody has arms, legs, fingers, toes, lungs, and also there are assholes. So if my chat was a body, they're the assholes. All right, what is this? We got a little it's a bunch of students coming in here. They look like my kid. Actually, my kid's older. I think. I don't know. I'll tell you what really made me happy is when, and hear me out, is when Nicholas was, hang on a second. Let's see if you're on your game, Gennaro. Is when Nicholas went into the hospital for dengue fever. And he went in there and he got visited by like 40 of his classmates. And the teacher stopped a lot of the other people from coming in because she said, listen, 40 people. Yeah. She said 40 people is just too much. That's the max. We don't want more than that coming. Otherwise, like, a lot of the school was going to go and visit him. I'm like, wow, you're really popular. And my wife was like, yeah, a lot of kids, they like him. He's friendly. He's nice to everybody. They like him. It made me feel pretty good. Now Alex he's more like me. He's like, I don't want to be around a lot of people. I don't care. Just let me sit here and play music or whatever, listen to music. You got to have a sharp eye, Gennaro. You got to have a sharp eye. Anyway, we got 10 minutes. 10 minutes until I can have some nice sushi. Sushi and a beer. Looking forward to that. I wasn't planning on it either, because I do need to get some more groceries. Anyway, I'm curious to know what you guys think as what is the tipping point to where people are no longer going to want to stay here and they are no longer going to want to visit here because the value has dropped. I'm curious to know, what do you think that number is? Have we reached it already? Is it 27 and a half? Is it 25? What is it? Is that what it is? I don't know. You're very good at what you do. I don't know, am I? If you're talking to me, am I good at what I do? Sometimes it doesn't feel that way, but I'll tell you what, I do like the little, I'll still go at 25 but not live there, yeah. Yeah, I think that's pretty much, that's probably how I feel. I think about it for a second, but yeah, I think, at 25, for me, I mean, that life becomes much more difficult at 25 than at 30. And even Jono sent me a little message earlier this morning because I sent him a note showing him what the bot was, and he said, yeah, I hope it goes back up to 30, and then it dropped even more, and he's like, but I see it doesn't look like it's going to happen, so. Let's wait until Biden gets sworn in. Let's wait until Thailand figures out where they're going to be when it comes to the quarantine and with the vaccine. I'm wondering, are they going to say, oh, if you can prove that you've had the vaccine, we let you in, you don't have to be quarantined. If they say that, hey, it might be time for me to take a trip to the United States, if I can get a vaccine. You know, unless one of my sleeper stocks hits, and then it wouldn't matter. Well, yeah, there's always that chance. We got to get ready to get out of here because I want to get over there and I want that beer. I don't think I need to take out more cash because I can use my card. I don't think people holiday in Thailand because it's cheap. They go because they like it. Yeah, I don't know. You know, I don't think that it's necessarily because everybody doesn't come because it's cheap. I will say that. But a lot of people come because it is a good value for the money. So that's an interesting way to think. Yes, a lot of people, they love Thailand. You know, you can say what you want. Oh, living here isn't the same as visiting and all. But most people don't live here. They visit. So, I think it was 3 years ago. 2 years and like 8 months. So for them, it may not matter. And you know, right now, I don't know, but people are going to have, you know, middle income people are going to want to run out and come to Thailand. I think the single guys might, because they're like, oh man, I've missed it. And I really like the place, I love it. And maybe some of it has to do with women, maybe some of it doesn't. You know, it's not all about the women, but far more, no, not necessarily. The airfare is a lot cheaper for most people, especially if they're on the West Coast. And yeah, it may be more expensive, but it's also closer. So, you know, not everybody wants to fly 20 hours from the United States, 24 hours from the United States to go somewhere. I know a lot of people that they're like, I'm going to Mexico. I got friends that I've told them, listen, buy your ticket, just come with a little spending money. You don't have to worry about food. You don't have to worry about a place to sleep. And they never came. You know, and this is, you know, half a dozen people. And these are not people who are like, you know, these are people I've known a long time. And the travel time is a huge issue for some people. They're like, fuck that, I'm not sitting in a tin can for the next 20 hours. You can't go in yet, honey? Go ahead, try it. That's all right. All of them want to come in now. They're all like heading towards the door. Now, you know, the other thing is, listen, if you got money, and I'm talking about you have some real money, or you got a lot of flight miles, and you want to fly business class or first class, then then, you know, it doesn't really matter because you're going to sit in luxury. You're going to sit in luxury for the time that you're on the plane. And even that is still, you know, tiring. It's not fun. But it sure in the hell beats riding in a cattle car, you know. What is M? Can you explain that to me, Paul Koros? What is M? What does that mean? Just curious. Is it short for something? Is it an acronym? Fucking pea brain. Anyway. Yeah, okay, well, he had his chance. The way that today's stream's going, I'm not giving any leeway. He mouse. He mouse. Hey, he mouse. He missed the mouse. They are just desperate to get inside. I mean, I want to come inside too, but like they're all like trying to find the way. Oh, we don't know which way to go in. Can we get in over there? How come people are inside but we're not inside? Because you got to go all the way around to the back to get in. Which I don't understand the logic. They'll open up the back so people can get in. Why don't they just have it open for employees only until 11 o'clock? And what are you not doing in school? You need to be in school. You're not allowed to skip school. Anyway, Nicholas surprised me this morning. He was running late. I said, dude, what time you gotta be at school? 8:20. I go, it's 7:30. You're not even dressed. He's like, He goes, everybody comes in late. He goes, the teacher comes in late because she knows that the kids are gonna come in late. And it's no big deal. I'm like, are you sure? And he goes, every day, it's the same. He goes, you're supposed to be there at 8:20. He goes, they don't start really rolling in until about 8:30, 8:40. He goes, so I'm never late. He goes, I'm always on time. It's not the way my world operates. If you say 8 o'clock and you're late, there needs to be a good excuse. Not like the dog ate my homework. Don't I have another one in here? You're gonna have to do that on your own there, buddy. Especially considering I'm in Bangkok. Hang on. Time to go. Let's let them all file out. We're not going for a mall meander, we're going to Minato. No. Aren't you the guy who said you'd pay me $14 to go eat that fucking piece of shit meal again? $100 is barely enough, man. That was the worst fucking meal. Terrible, really. So now we're gonna go have a real meal. We're gonna have something good. I should just go get some cash though, because I don't want to deal with the frickin'. I don't want to have to deal with the usual put the PIN number in, all that kind of bullshit. Let me see if I can do this here. All right, let's get out of here, huh? Let's get out of this joint. First stop is Siam Commercial Bank. Ooh, I like this. Look at this. $6,000. 6 G's for that, US. Let's see if I can get this thing set up to where it's semi-stable. Just a little bit more. There we go. Minato and an Asahi sounds very good right now. It's either that or a bagel with cream cheese. I implore you to have a beer with me. Can I have some sweetened condensed milk with my eel, please? For the life of me, I don't know why they keep this thing here. Just gets in the way. I need to work as a... Oh, that's funny. Bum Gun Chuck said I need to be on the radio in America. He said if I was younger and I was willing to work for a year or two with very little pay, I'd probably make a shitload of money. I'm like, yeah, well, I can say a lot about that. Let's take a look at the little birds before I go to the ATM. Here we go. Yeah, that blue thing has been there for years, and it's a... They must pay to put it there or something. It's a fucking irritant. 26,500 right now to the bot. Plus you're gonna pay 26,450. Plus you're gonna pay for the craftsmanship, a couple hundred. But I wouldn't buy it here. No gold from here. take your cash.
กรุณารับเงินสดค่ะกรุณาเลือกทำรายการกรุณารับบัตรคืนด้วยค่ะ
Oh, look what we have here. Cafe Amazon. Kap Kun Mak Kun Bilal. Thank you very much. Chokdi. Chokdi, good luck for you. All day. Oh man, that bread smells good. What was that? Don't remember. Block. No Bangkok Bank. I'm a little sick of Bangkok Bank. You know why? Because every time, not every time, but quite often, I go to hang on a second. I go into the app and it'll say, sorry, call this number or go into the bank. There's a problem with the app right now, with you in the app. And I have to reset the user name and password. And you know, it's like, it's very inconvenient because there are times when I really need the money and I'm waiting to take the cash out and then I can't do it. There's your girl, Longhorns. Sawadee Kap. Sabadi man. What do I want? Oh, promotion. No, no promotion. No promotion for me. I know what I want. I know what I want. Oh, ที่นี่ก็มีเบียร์ไหม Asahi Only beer sing เมื่อก่อนมี Asahi ไหมมีซากิจริงเหรอ Fuck me. I don't want beer sing. It's all right. I thought before you have Asahi. ตอนนี้ทำงานที่นี่กี่ปีอ่ะกี่ปีเรียง12เหรอ Wow. Wow. It's a long time, huh? 12 years. Let's see here. I want plalai and I want the crab roll. Spider roll. That's what I want. So much for the beer. No beer for me. Spider roll. Here's some fucking. Unagi 2 แล้วก็ spider roll 1. Shit. No. Well, that sucks, man. I think maybe don't order too much like last time. This is only two pieces of eel and some crab roll. And that hair is red. Oh well, that's how it goes. No beer. I did try. I don't know if Fuji sells Asahi. I'm not sure. I don't remember. I do love this place though. I like it better than no beer. Well, they have beer Sing, but I'm not drinking beer Sing. I hate that beer with a passion. I think it's for me. It's one of those. I'm not gonna say it. It's not of the quality of flavor that I enjoy, like Asahi. Yeah, I don't like it. Yeah. They're not gonna appreciate that, believe me. Not here. Need my wasabi. You would think a bar would have it. Yeah, but there's no bars around here right now that are open. I mean, maybe if I went across the street, but I don't need one that bad. I mean, I could go into I could have one at. I could have had one at You Hunt We Cook, but I just don't want to go in there. I could get whatever beer I wanted, But I thought I could have sworn they had Asahi here. I know somebody I came in with had an Asahi here, but maybe it was Fuji. I don't know. Believe me, I thought about going upstairs to Fuji, but anyway, you get a little look around here. See, there is no more. What is it? The Subway. There's no more Subway. There is a Auntie Anne's and a Coco, but no more. Yeah, exactly. I have the choice of Singha or Singha. That's the way it goes, What are you gonna do? If I really want one, I could go upstairs and get one. But it's not. I wanted one with my meal. And actually, my headache is going away now. I'm a little bummed though. I was looking forward to that nice cold Asahi. All right, well, let's see what we come up with. I'll show you guys, and then I'll get to eating this. It's the same. Some of the staff is the same as for years. They hold on to their people here. And I do have a video. I'm putting it together. It's a little. I found a bunch of old clips of Nicholas and Alex when they were like 12 and 13 or something like that. And the old Starbucks was behind me, and then in front of the Starbucks, I forget what her name is. I think it's Pooh or something like that. Pooey. And then in front of that was a Japanese restaurant. I forget the name of it. It was a good restaurant, though. I'd go there all the time, and the prices were reasonable. So I took Alex and Nicholas out, and Nicholas always has the soba noodles, and Alex had the curried pork. So I need to put that video together and finish it up, slap it online. They were just little whippersnappers back then. Let's take a look over this way. Little Christmas tree. I think if I remember correctly, it's Pooey or something like that. Pooey or Poo. Carlos, what's happening? Why aren't we looking at Minato Girl? Because she's like in the back. How you doing there, Carlos? Long time no see. I could ask her, could I go get a beer right now and like, you know, could I go buy a beer and bring it in here? Heading back February 17th. Wow. So you're going to endure the quarantine or what? Now there's my little oh shit, soft shell crab. Oh, what did I do? He's got the shell. She just brought the crab over. He's gonna make my my roll or whatever. Oh yeah. There we go. Got my wasabi. I love this place. This is the eel, but he's putting together a crab roll for me right now, which is, you know, now I'm starting to eat the same thing. Although the last time I came here, I had a chicken cutlet. Yeah, snort some wasabi. I'm not Steve-O. Start paying me Steve-O money and I might start doing it. You know, if I start getting some Steve-O money, all right. Put me in Jackass, I'll do that. All those guys are suffering now from everything they've done. Supposedly there's a new Jackass movie coming out next year. Oh, that's fantastic. That is how eel is supposed to taste. Absolutely awesome. Just melts in your mouth. Beautiful. Are you coming alone, Carlos? Oh man, that's so good. Really, really good. I think, isn't it Jackass 5? I think Jackass 4 has already been out for a long time. No wife and daughter is coming back with me. So separate it. Put a little bit in each thing. I don't think they'll mess with you. I don't think you'll have a problem, but you know. It's such a small value, you know, like the way that it looks. It just looks like, you know, if they're $1 or $2 a package, I don't see them charging you for it, but you never know with them. That's the problem. It's so hit or miss. That's why I don't like to, you know, listen. I don't want to talk about what I don't like. They got a little, like, I think is it durian ice cream they have? Durian? Yeah, exactly. Don't get started, because the problem with that is that you never know what they're going to charge you. You never know if they're going to charge you. You never know. Usually when I come back, I think I've been checked in all my trips into Thailand. I've been checked twice. So in like 26 years, I've been checked twice. And they didn't do anything. And one of the times I brought back like 14 bottles or 12 bottles of French wine. The bags were full of wine. And they didn't do anything, so I was lucky, but I got all kinds of specials going on here. And I have not seen nearly as many people in this restaurant or this Hanji ramen. Didn't we have some noodles at Hanji ramen? Some ramen? Didn't we have a ramen lunch or something like that? I forget, but it's really good. The Hanji ramen is very good too. That's so much fucking ginger. I like this over there, cocoa. I don't know what the hell they make over there. Maybe cocoa. Worldwide number 3106. Oh, they make fresh tea and juice. So they put the number of their store there. Worldwide number 3106. Which is pretty cool. Here comes all the staff. You have to go to ASQ at Cree Hotel in Bay. ASQ at Kui Hotel. I never even heard of that hotel. Look at that. It's beautiful, baby. Soft shell crab. It's the bomb. You know what? This alone makes up for the no beer. Although I may go have a beer. Just because. Just because it's a stream, I may have a beer. Oh, it's tasty. It is good. Not to rub it in your face, but Listen, I ate at the Rap God, and that place, I'm serious, I felt ill. When I left, I was like, ugh. And that ice cream coated it. It held me together. There we go. Is that it? Gotta roll my eyes, right? Isn't that the copycat way? I'll say something like, fuck, that's good. You get 8 pieces too. 9 pieces. Hard to beat that. This will be, let's see here. It's going to be $220 plus $140, $360. $360 plus 10% for service charge, $396. And then I think 7%, so it'll be about 420 baht, 14 bucks. She knows I promote this place. There's no buffet here. No buffet in this place. Oh yeah. Yes, promotion of Minato. You're right. First I've ever seen it. I don't see eel though. Anyway, that would be $4.95 plus service charge plus tax. So I'm not eating that much. There it is right there. It is very tasty. Minato #1. Very good, very good. Yeah, you guys are paying attention. More than I am. อันนี้ก็ใช้ปลาไหลมีปลาไหลไหมทุกอย่างแล้ว
อันนี้เป็นข้าวหน้าปลาไหลแต่ว่าเป็นความไม่ดี
Oh, so it's not everything. You can't get everything. Like you can't get the eel, but something you can get like an eel with rice and stuff like that. But they don't just give you like as much eel as you want. อันนี้ขายดีไหมท่านี้ร้านขายดีไหมไม่ครับแล้วก็ท่านี้ไม่มีซีคอนสแควร์ไม่มีอันนี้อันเดียวที่ไหนนะจะมออะไรนะท่าปลาเปิดเมื่อไหร่อ่ะนานแล้วอ่ะอ๋อ okay so they had 3 locations now they only have 2 they had one at Seacon Square forget the background music nothing I can do about the background music anymore. I'm just resigned to having to listen to it. Sometimes YouTube hears it, sometimes YouTube doesn't. It's the same music. After you hear that song about 500 times, it stops being funny. It just starts being irritating. And I know you guys take pleasure in that. That irritates me pleasures you. My plane is your source of amusement. I understand. It's really good. How about look xì nang or pom xì nang Christmas? She's gonna have red and green hair for Christmas. There we go. Look good to me. I'm not about to ask that. It's not the same as in Starbucks. Might be. There you go, Gennaro. If you were sharp, you picked that up. This is what it's all about. You see, to me, you say lovely, I say high maintenance, hard work, too much work, you know. Maybe I should tell her about the rap god. Make her swear off the rap god. I don't want to, I don't want to push it too much, but that place needs to be avoided. Time for a beer. What the hell am I going to do with that topic? Really, what am I going to do with that? See, I look at that as that first word. That's like, I don't know, that falls into who gives a shit category for me. What are we going to talk about that we haven't talked about already? I've already said it's about TNA. TNA, TNA, TNA. It's either that or you have a lot of talent or you have a lot of followers because you're in the right demographic or whatever, They make, to me, they make a lot of money because what? They're sitting in a bar and people miss Thailand. And because they're women. Once, here's the thing, once you stop giving them that power because they have that little thing, then all of a sudden they don't have that power anymore, at least over you. And I understand maybe you want to lay there, in the middle of the night watching them stream. I can understand that, I guess, but to me it's like a... Listen, I don't care what they look like. You saw the one in the red panties before. The old one. You saw the one in Hooters. Those are just a few. It's like... Yeah, see? Damn, that was good. I don't know. You know what? To me, there was a doctor at Waitangi who was stunning, and she was my doctor. And I said to her, "You're a doctor?" And she's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Damn." Find a doctor. Find some businesswoman who, is dealing in emeralds or something like that. Find. Somebody like that. Somebody with some intelligence, and they got everything else going on. Now that's a little bit different, Carlos. That would be pretty good. I'm not full. I don't like it. No like. Me no likey. No ice cream for me. I just had some yesterday. I made a mess. Definitely California. You may think it's interesting, but you know, if you think it's interesting, I understand. You're entitled. Frankly, the less I hear of some chick in a bar, the better. I don't give two shits about them, you know. I mean, I hate to be blunt, but you know, they're uninteresting. Find some chick on Instagram who's a Thai, who she's not selling her ass in a bar. To me, that's more interesting. Far more. Anyway, especially with the exchange rate being what it is today. Let's see how much this runs. Okay, cup. $424. What did I say? 420? So about right. All right, let's take a stroll on out of here. See if I can find a beer. An acai. You like Singha? Chop Singha, no? Singha? กินเหล้าอะไรอะ Whiskey. She drinks it all. Tequila. จริงเหรอ Oh, so she likes tequila. Yee-hoo. ชอบ tequila ชอบมาก All right. It's beer 30. Oh, thank you, Mr. Carlos. She doesn't know what cider is, man. Come on, yeah. They don't drink cider here. Nobody drinks cider here. I can tell you that right now. Let's go see if we can find a beer, all right? I'm almost embarrassed to ask her, does Fuji sell Asahi? And I really don't want to walk all the way up there just to have a beer. I'm thinking, can I... What? He still doesn't get it? What do you... Dickens cider. I don't get it. I got no idea what you're talking about. I have no idea. Dick in cider. Oh. Yeah, that's a real good one there, Gennaro. You see, you see where my mind is? That's not where it is. You know? Oh, I got change. I forgot about that. I got change here. All right, so what is this for? Yeah, 440 with the tip and everything. 440. Listen, I don't have to think about that. My needs are fulfilled. You know, I never have to think about that stuff. There you go. All right, I need to find out where I can get an Asahi. Well, Fuji means Asahi, right? She thinks they do. I'll give it a pass this one time. Thank you. Then no more sake. แต่ตอนนี้ yeah, their customers number is down. ประมาณคุณคิดประมาณกี่เปอร์เซ็นต์นะเด็กลงประมาณกี่เปอร์เซ็นต์กับโควิดก็ตอนนี้ก็ลูกค้าธรรมดาก็มาทุกวันก็ลดประมาณกี่เปอร์เซ็นต์โอ้ wow, that's a lot. 70% down. Well, บางทีก็วัคซีนอย่าเบ็ดนะ don't close please. I like Minato. All right, let's go, boys. Time to go get a beer. I have a beer for you. All right. Okay. One tequila for you. Okay, โชคดีนะ Merry Christmas. All right, let's go. We're going to Fuji. Fuji. Fuji for, let's see if they got, you know, oh shit, I gotta put my mask on. Forgot to put it on. Shit. And just so you guys know, the only reason I'm putting it on is because I don't want to get any shit. You talking about that one we saw that one time? The slightly older one? Yeah, that one was exceptional. The Minato girl, she's cute, you know, and she's... I don't know what she's like personally, though, really, because I think she's a little hard to crack, you know, for whatever reason. Some of them are easier than others, you know. It's easier to get to know some people than others, you know. So we're going to Fuji right now. I know my wife is going out to lunch, so I can't talk to her about what we're doing later until until this afternoon. So I might as well have a beer. All right, Carlos, you take it easy, man. Good luck for you. Choke day. Let's see, I want to go this way. Oh, I'm actually full now. I'll tell you what, though. I do find that if I drink the right amount, as in not too much, writing is much easier. Maybe that's why some of the greatest writers have been drunks, you know? Whew. This is the last stop here. I can't get an Asahi here. I'm not going to be able to get one anywhere. Sizzler. Selling at 29.25. Fuck that. That's why you use TransferWise. You got a bank account here, you use TransferWise. See, there used to be a place up here that I used to go to all the time. It was a restaurant and they served alcohol. But no more. I'm going to go to this other Japanese restaurant and see if they have beer. Another sushi joint that I didn't even know about. Sushi Hero. All I want to know is about the drinks. Let's see here. Where's the drinks? Ini mi namอะไรอ่ะ
อะไรนะคะ
nam
น้ำ
nam อะไร
มีชาเขียวเย็นชาเขียวร้อนมีโค้ก
no beer
มีอะไรดีค่ะ
beer อะไร
มีสิงห์เฮนเนเก้นอาซาฮิ
มี Asahi let's go huh? Yeah, one person only. All right, they got Asahi here. Oh, can I sit over here? Nah, even better.
How many people?
Yeah, just me. Me, that's enough. I want to sit with all those people. I just want a Asahi.
อาซาฮีดิสตา
Let me see which one you have. The small one.
small
Yeah, small. Not a big one.
Asahi
I come for an Asahi. Only for
us
Asahi.
here we don't have for the cool.
What?
Would you like with ice?
You don't have what?
We don't have Asahi. It's not cool.
It's not cool.
Yeah. Are you okay?
What other kind of beers do you have? You have Heineken, you have Sing, you have Asahi, and
Everything is not cool.
everything's not cold. Why?
For
broken?
For the refrigerator, it's not good for today.
Okay, give me the Asahi with ice, please.
Thank you.
Oh well. Let's see. I want to see something else though. Oh shit! This place is fucking expensive, eh? Jesus Christ. Yeah, this is a little more expensive than Minato. Quite a bit more. But they have a wide variety. Hero lobster platter, 3 menus, $11.50. Taraba claw tempura, $13.50. That's like 42 bucks. The refrigerator's not working today. So they're gonna give me the beer with ice in it, which is fine. Whatever, I'm not gonna, can't complain. Thank you.
Thank you.
Shit, hopefully I can pay for this fucking thing. I don't want him to go, you must spend 500 baht, 1,000 baht. Hopefully there's no food in those refrigerators. These are different. The ones right in front of me are different. They got some octopus over here. Check this out. See the octopus? That thing's frozen. They'll remember me as the guy who comes in drinking Asahi. Cheers. Das Vidania. Prost. Tranquil.
Are you ready to order?
I don't want to order, I just want a beer. กินแล้วแต่ก็ผมกินแล้วแต่ก็ไม่มีผมคิดเขามีเบียร์ซิงผมไม่ชอบแต่ผมคิดถ้าไปฟูจิเรามาที่นี่ก็เอาอาซาฮิ
ขอบคุณค่ะ
ขอบคุณ I don't want any food, I just want beer. Just beer. Give me beer, that's all I want. Yeah, I'm an alcoholic. I'm in Kimau. That's what they say. You're Kimau. You're an alcoholic. Does taste good though. I feel the tension being released from my shoulders, going down my body now. I'm very relaxed. They're all laughing too. He came here for the beer. That's funny. If I told them I almost never drink, they wouldn't believe me. They'd be like, yeah, okay. Honestly, I walked out of there, I was full. I was like, beer's gonna make me really full. Wow. I had a Sapporo in Japan. I had a Sapporo, I had an Asahi. I think the Asahi was part of a set meal, set dinner. They're still freaking laughing because I'm talking to the phone, having a beer. This looks like a much more heavy-duty place than Minato, to be honest. They got all kind. They got all kinds of stuff here that I didn't see. I don't see. Salmon volcano roll, $2.65. Crunchy salmon roll. Okay, here you go. Soft shell crab roll, 5 pieces, $3.75. At Minato, it's 9 pieces, and it's $2.20. Unagi foie gras roll. So they got a foie gras and unagi. That's $15 for that roll. So this is by Thai standards. This is not, insanely expensive, but it's not cheap. Yeah, can I have some condensed milk with my beer, please? Does your Asahi come with condensed milk? I should have asked him how much for the ice. Is the ice additional? So much for my hour-and-a-half stream. Maybe I should make it a 45-minute stream. Yeah, no straw. This girl doesn't stop smiling at me. You've won $3 million. No. Asahi. I am not promoting this. I'm just saying some Japanese restaurants have beer in them. What am I supposed to read? Oh yeah, there wasn't anything on there. It's like a Joe Rogan podcast. Except I don't have anybody with me. I don't have the whole setup. I'd like to do that, actually. If I was going to do something, that's a little more longevity for me. The walking around, sweating my nuts off. That's a little more tiring. I'm getting old. These guys are banging out the sushi, man, one after another. This guy's chopping it up right over here. Yeah. Got this guy over here. When I lived in Palm Desert, your dogs are snoring. Yeah, see, I know I'm boring, but no need for snoring. The Kramer late night show. Yeah, that was funny as hell. God. Forgot what the hell I was going to say now. I gotta not read the comments. That way I remember what I was gonna say. It is possible. I mean, I could get it all set up and do something, but then I gotta find people who are okay. I gotta find people who are guests, and who are, guests that. It's been my experience that most of the guests that when I have guests on, for whatever reason, I don't get as many views, and I certainly don't make as much money. So, with the exception of maybe one, which was when I think Tom was on, and he was coming back. He had to quarantine and all that, and he told the story. Palm Desert, I used to go to a place, I don't think it's there anymore. I think it burned down or something. It used to be called Bananas. It was a bar. It was a club. I'd go in there, that was a place where I'd go in there, I'd have a Corona, then I'd have a shot of tequila, then I'd have another Corona, then another shot of tequila. After about 3 sets of those, I'd start feeling pretty good. And then I was a little more willing to, engage. But me and my buddies, what we used to do is if we didn't, hook up with anybody, we would go like 2 doors down, and there was a sushi restaurant. And it used to be like, $2 a piece from midnight to 2 o'clock or something. So it used to be packed, and we used to just sit there and just gorge on sushi. Good beer. Very good. You're on a light. Ugh. It's been my experience, light beers, no thank you. I'll look at that. Foie gras. Didn't they used to have that at Minato? Let me see here. I think I spilled the beer. Take it out. I don't want to get this thing sticky with beer. But I spilled the beer. There we go. He's like, do you have any Asahi? Actually, I just poured a little bit too much and it just went over the edge. I have to see the next time I go by there. I'll have to ask or just check it out, see if they still have it there. But she did say to me that they're not serving sake now because there's not enough people. And to be 70% down, I thought she said something about 1 million baht, like they're losing like 1 million baht a month or something. Which is a hell of a lot. This is all right. Open from 10 to 10. Yeah, I blame them for everything, you know? I was thinking about that today. You know, your Uncle Joe not being able to fly over to see you, your aunt, you know, Aunt Christina not being able to come over for Thanksgiving like she does every year, you know, your Longhorns not coming over, and Soy Dog Cowboy not being able to come over to Thailand for, you know, a couple months out of every year. All this, and that's just a little bit. Yeah, they need to pay me some reparations, bitch. Those bitches need to pay some reparations. I want my reparations. if you're with the Chinese government, listen to me and listen good. Everybody in this stream wants reparations. We blame you. We're not blaming Trump. I'm not even blaming Nancy Pelosi or Mitch McConnell or Chuck Schumer. Yeah, what about all the people in the hospitals? I mean, we joke, but the truth is they've caused so much turmoil because they think they got their shit together and they don't. I don't think that they set out to weaponize it and say we're going to do it, but I do think that they said, hey, let's see what happens, and they got lucky. All right, here we go. There's a little piece of eel over there. Looks good to me. Oh, you know what they make here that's really good? They make the skin rolls. I know they make them here. Let me see. I can't eat any more though. Let me just make sure. They got it all here, man. I'm gonna have to give this place a go. I don't even know what the name of it is. Oh, Sushi Hero. Got many salads. They got foie gras. Ooh, they got Wagyu beef. Unagi tamago box. $16, $4.80. I don't see any of the skin rolls. Nah, I don't see any. That kind of sucks. That old place that I used to go to, I don't remember the name of it, Kanobi or Kibanui or something, I forget what the hell it was called. They used to have these salmon skin rolls, salmon crab rolls, and they'd wrap it up in a big seaweed leaf, and you'd have, rice, salmon, whatever, inside the roll. And you pour a little bit of the soy sauce, and then you throw some wasabi on there. It was the bomb. It was the bomb, really. No more. Everything changes. Fuji used to have some really good, they might be able to, so when I come in here, but next time I'll see, but Fuji used to have some scallops. They used to make scallops. They give you 2 big scallops. They're about that big. And I think they were like, I don't know, 280 baht. They're like $9 or something. But, it was like, you had 2 of those, you had a couple pieces of sushi. You got out of there for $15, $20. Which, it's not cheap by Thai standards, but it's still relatively cheap by most standards, especially for seafood. But man, those were so good. They made them with garlic and butter. Speaking of which, now I gotta go to the grocery store. I'll go back and mess with the Starbucks girls. Now that I had a beer, I'll breathe on them. Be like, how you doing? And they'll be like, Mr. Scott, he's an alcoholic. Drink too much. It looks good. Soft scamp, soft, 330, 330 centimeter? What the fuck is it, centimeters? I don't know. 330 milliliters, I think is what it is. It's enough for me. I'm gonna guzzle this. I'm gonna get out of here. Of course, this is not real beer. This is watered down iced tea. So everybody is aware. The only time you should drink is when you do so responsibly at a place that serves sushi or Mexican food or that serves. That's it. And you know, this weekend there is no booze being sold in the bigger stores of Thailand. You know, like in Fresh Mart, there's no stores that are selling alcohol. Everything's closed up because of the elections. Which is why I went and bought a big bottle of red wine yesterday. Japanese soldiers bring 1 gallon of milk to this 1 gallon of sake, really? You know, when you do sake right, oh man, it's so good. I think I had sake with Steve the last time he came. I think we had sake. I know I had sake with Jono. That was pretty good. And I don't remember the Longhorns. It's been so long now. I don't remember. Did we have sake? I don't think so. Well, I guess if you had a milk carton full of it. It's good beer. I'll tell you what, I'll take this beer over Sing any day. And you know, here's the thing. This beer in the grocery store is only like 40 baht. That's it. It's like 40 baht. And Asahi's like 40 baht. So I'm anxious to see how much they charge for this beer. Because I think I only got a couple hundred baht. And that's it. Quite good though. And they don't take American Express. It might be, I don't know. I don't know how much I have. I think I had 200 baht. I think I had 200 and something. Yeah, I got like 280 or something, like 220, 260. Should be enough. If this thing costs 300 baht, then I won't be coming back. Listen, I'll tell you what. I thought this place would be cheaper than what the fuck does that have to do with the price of tea in China? Seriously, buddy. Who are you and why are you telling me that? And you say it's the best. This is the thing. My bank, I've been with them for years and they don't charge me any fees. They transfer. I can transfer with Zelle or something like that. Very, very inexpensive. Costs nothing. So, you know, while Charles Schwab is very good, yes, and I have an account with them, I don't use them. But thank you for the information there, bucko. No more beer. Just one. The chicken. Thousand baht. Oh, all right. So 90 baht. That's very reasonable. I could easily drink 10 of them if they're only 90 baht. Okay. Okay, thank you. There you go. So much for your 180 baht or 200 baht. Have to remember. We got to remember this place. Soy Dog Cowboy, Longhorns, Jono. Anybody who comes over here, we better remember this place for the cheap beer. Maybe it's happy hour. I don't know. That's it. That's it. This ain't no lady bar. What the fuck? Who? What kind of? All right, whatever. Ah. Kapumakan. All right. Here we go. Soul Grill. What, now I gotta go in here? Gotta have a beer here? You know, equality. Soul. Here it is right here. All you can eat, baby. It's like a MK Suki or something like that. Doesn't look bad. Usually they set a limit. It's like an hour and a half or 2 hours. Boy, look at this place. They got it decked out, this waterfall. They don't run this waterfall all the time, though. Gone is the Cold Stone ice cream that used to be next to Milkland. All right, we're gonna go down now. Maybe I'll go this way. Mother. That's because you got Alzheimer, Longhorns. You got Alzheimer's. It's coming on a little early. Fucking A, I'm stuffed now. Crab roll. 2 pieces of eel and a beer. Jesus Christ, man. Well, I'm feeling more full. I'm living right now. Oh, yeah, baby. I'm really living. Yeah. Here's my suggestion for you if you're truly 19 years old and you're already considering moving here. Just fucking stop. Just stop yourself right now. Shit, Mr. Dangs is fucking closing up. That sucks, Mr. whatever Mr. Chang, that's what his name was. The sushi seems worth it alone. Dude, are you just a fucking troll? Seriously. Are you a troll or are you just fucking 19 and just like, honestly, like some dumb teenager? I mean, I'm being as straight as possible with you. If you really think you want to move here at 19, take a trip here first. Take a trip here. Then figure out how the fuck you're going to stay here. And how you're going to actually stash some money for the future. And how, if you decide to have any kids, which, you know, you might have one accidentally, you might not. How are you going to take care of them? And then, and only then, do you think to yourself, maybe I got a shot. Until then, fucking forget about it. Well, you can do whatever the fuck you want as long as you got money. You might not be able to stay as an actual expat. Where the hell am I going? I think he's just a G up, man. That's all it is. Where the hell am I going? It's over here. I always forget. He's another interrupter. That's all he is. I don't believe he's a 19-year-old kid. I don't believe any of it. I believe he just wants to disrupt this stream. Which, whatever, you know, even if he was 19, if he's 19, then we, you know, as older people, we have a responsibility to tell him to get that fucking stupid thought out of his head right now, unless he's filthy rich. I left home at 17. I was a fucking idiot. Seriously. My parents tried to warn me, no, no, no. Don't do it. Don't do it. I was like, I'm doing it. Actually, I left at 16 and then I came back because my mother wanted me to. And then I left at 17. So, and I dare say nowadays it's much different than it is than it used to be. All right, let's close this fucking show out. There we go. That's how we do it. What would I do different? I would have socked away a lot more cash because I was making good money. I would have put away a lot more cash and I would have thought out what would I do in the long term. But I didn't think I was going to be here for more than a year. And I thought I'll be fine. I got money when I come back. The guy's, listen, that guy is not 19 and he's full of shit, all right? That's my guess. No offense, buddy. If you're 19 and you really are 19, good luck to you. Good luck for you. May I suggest you get a golden membership or whatever the fuck it is, platinum membership of my YouTube channel. And I got some land to sell you, some swamp land to sell you right outside in the Everglades. Okay? Then we can talk. Get the platinum membership, buy my swamp land, and then we can talk a little bit more. How's that sound? Fair? All these guys got these, everybody has their little designer, They have their little designer masks. They don't all have just this. I got like 100 of these fucking things. And I feel like I'm not fashionable enough. Such a deal, exactly. Listen, first step, you know, just get the platinum membership. Well, we'll take it from there, buddy. I'll help you out. Yeah. If I wear, it's probably why I don't have one. Fortunately, the old lady doesn't have one either. Yeah, thank you for that. Thank you for your unintelligent comment there, 19-year-old. I'm 19 and I'm good. You know what? You want to do something? Go into the Merchant Marines. Go into the fucking Coast Guard. Become an oil worker. Do something like that. Become an oil worker. You could come over to Thailand if you were an oil worker. Get into the business. Get the training you need and do that. If I had been younger, I would have got into the, working on an oil rig. I was too fucking old. By the time I knew about it, I was too goddamn old. You know what I can do with these mats too, in a pinch? And I do mean a pinch. Think about it. You know what you can do with these, right? You got 100 of these things. You ain't got to wear. Girl was chick was looking at me like, you don't have to worry about toilet paper for a little while. Anyway, all right, listen. We're at like 3.5 hours. I'm like 2 hours past where I'm supposed to be. I was supposed to sit down and write out all the shit that I'm supposed to get from the grocery. I'm supposed to do that after the stream. And now I don't feel like sitting down. I'm just going to wing it. And that's always a problem. But I'll tell you what. That beer was fucking worth it. It was definitely, that beer was definitely worth having. I don't care if I did have to go to 2 different places. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, everybody. Maybe I should buy a 6-pack of beer before this weekend. No, I might not be here. I don't know. Either I'll see you guys Monday or Tuesday, or maybe I'll see you in Chiang Mai. I don't know. Need to take a look. I got a lot of things to do, and I got a short amount of time to get them all done. Thank you very much for all the contributions, for the wonderful food, the tasty food, and the tasty beer. That hit the spot. And I'm not a beer drinker, but I do drink it. I'll have one every once in a great while, and that was a good beer. Hit the spot. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up. I gotta go through this whole rigmarole again. I'm fucking getting lazy. I wish I had a little thing that just popped up on my phone and it told everybody. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up if you haven't left a thumbs up. Don't forget about the t-shirts. Everything's down in the description. T-shirts, books, Amazon, PayPal, CASHAPP. Don't forget about that CASHAPP, man. That thing's fantastic. I love that thing. And even Apple Money. That's another great one. Don't forget about the membership. It's $1.99 a month on, or you can go more if you want, but $1.99 for YouTube, and then Patreon. There's too many ways. I wish I could just consolidate it all and just go. You just click on that button, and that's how you do everything. Anyway, I have to hurry up because I have to have another beer after I'm done with the grocery. I'm gonna have to go get I have to get a beer from the grocery. Yeah, I still have time. I can get myself a little 40 baht Asahi beer from the grocery. Get all my groceries, get home. I got a beer waiting for me when I get home. Beautiful. Can you believe that it was only 90 baht? That's dirt cheap. Doesn't get any better than that. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Choke D. Choke D, choke D. Jai yin yin. Pak pon. Take it easy. Mai pen rai. And all that good stuff. Until next time, choke D, jerk and mai. I'm Scott. I'm an American. Sitting in the middle of a shopping mall in Bangkok, Thailand. All right? Jerking. Yeah, jerking. All right. I'll talk to you guys later.